Born from the genetic blueprint of the Progenitor Virus, the T-Virus is Umbrella's first true leap into weaponized biology. James Marcus spearheads its development in the 1970s, seeking a strain that could resurrect dead tissue while keeping it controllable. The results are anything but controlled. The virus attacks the host's cellular structure, causing rapid necrosis, death at the cellular level, followed by a grotesque reanimation. The infected aren't simply mindless corpses, their aggression spikes, pain response vanishes, and hunger for living flesh becomes overwhelming. Transmission is terrifyingly efficient. A single bite or fluid contact spreads the virus like wildfire. Umbrella quickly learns that while the T-Virus fails as a stable super soldier project, it excels in mass contamination. Raccoon City becomes the most infamous example, a thriving American town turned into a living graveyard within days. Zombies flood the streets, mutated animals roam unchecked, and specialized bioorganic weapons, tyrants, are unleashed. The T-Virus cements Umbrella's reputation in the shadows, not as a pharmaceutical giant, but as the architect of a biological apocalypse. And this, tragically, is only the beginning. Discovered deep in the wilds of West Africa, the Progenitor Virus is the root from which every nightmare in the Resident Evil timeline grows. In the late 1960s, Umbrella's founders, Oswald E. Spencer, Edward Ashford, and James Marcus, stumble upon a rare flower called the Stairway to the Sun. Its petals contain a strange viral strain that rewrites organic DNA at an unprecedented level. This isn't just an illness, it's a rewriting tool for life itself. Plants grow in impossible ways, animals twist into unrecognizable predators, and human hosts undergo grotesque transformations. Most who are infected die instantly, their bodies overwhelmed by cellular chaos. But in rare cases, the virus grants incredible strength, resilience, or even heightened intellect. Spencer quickly realizes this isn't a curse, it's a key to human evolution, at least in his warped vision. Umbrella Industries is born from that ambition, and the Progenitor Virus becomes the foundation for every experiment to follow. From the T-Virus to the Uroboros, every strain traces back to that first bloom. The world just doesn't know yet. It's already doomed. Conceived in the secret depths of Umbrella's laboratories, the Gvirus is the twisted brainchild of Dr. William Birkin. Unlike the T-Virus, which focuses on reanimation, the Gvirus is built for regeneration. It can repair tissue damage at an impossible speed, replacing lost limbs and even recreating entire organs in minutes. But the regeneration is uncontrolled, driving the host into monstrous mutation. Muscles swell, bones warp, and grotesque new growths erupt endlessly, forcing the body into a constant state of evolution. Worse, the Gvirus can bypass normal infection routes. It spreads through bodily fluids, and even an unborn child in the womb can become a host. Birkin's obsession with perfecting it leads to disaster when he injects himself to escape assassination by Umbrella's operatives. The result is the first G creature, a towering, ever-changing abomination with a singular drive, to reproduce by forcibly implanting embryos into new hosts. The Gvirus isn't just a weapon, it's a living engine of biological conquest. Every encounter with it ends in mutation or death, and in Raccoon City's underground, Birkin's nightmare is just beginning to spread. The T-Veronica virus is the creation of Alexia Ashford, heiress to one of Umbrella's founding families. Determined to surpass the limits of the T-Virus, Alexia combines the progenitor strain with the DNA of a queen ant. The result is something far more cunning than brute force. It's a virus that can merge insect-like adaptability with human intelligence. But the process isn't instant. The virus requires decades of dormancy to stabilize within a host, allowing the infected to retain full consciousness and control over their new powers. Impatient, Alexia chooses herself as the test subject and enters a 15-year cryogenic sleep to survive the transformation. When she awakens, she emerges as a superhuman entity with the ability to manipulate her body's chemical makeup, even producing combustible compounds to unleash devastating flames. The T-Veronica virus doesn't just mutate the body, it enhances the mind, making its host dangerously strategic. In Alexia's hands, it becomes less a weapon of mass infection and more a personal crown of power. And for anyone who crosses her, that crown burns. The T-Abyss virus takes the horrors of the T-Virus and plunges them into the deep. Developed by Umbrella's rival, the organization known as Il Veltro, it's a hybrid strain combining the T-Virus with a rare deep-sea bacterium called Abyss. This pairing gives the virus an aquatic edge. Its infection rate in water is almost instantaneous, turning oceans, lakes, and even ship reservoirs into breeding grounds for bioorganic nightmares. Once inside a host, T-Abyss rewrites the body for underwater adaptation. Skin thickens and discolors, eyes adjust to low light, and limbs twist into fin-like appendages. The transformation is rapid, often completing in under 10 minutes, leaving no chance for rescue. Victims lose their humanity entirely, becoming predatory sea creatures driven by hunger and territorial rage. The Queen Zenobia cruise ship incident is the most infamous outbreak. A luxury liner turned into a floating tomb filled with aquatic mutants. On land, the T-Abyss threat is dangerous. In water, it's unstoppable. And as long as the oceans remain vast and unguarded, the infection has endless room to spread. The Uroboros virus is Albert Wesker's grand design, a final evolutionary leap crafted from the progenitor strain and enhanced with data from multiple previous bioweapons. Unlike the indiscriminate destruction of the T-Virus, Uroboros is selective. It seeks only hosts with specific genetic compatibility. Those who lack the right DNA markers suffer immediate cellular collapse. Their bodies consumed by writhing black tendrils of organic mass. The transformation is as horrifying as it is final. Flesh dissolves into biomass, nerves are shredded, and consciousness is obliterated in seconds. But for the rare, compatible host, Uroboros is a gift of terrifying power. Strength, speed, and endurance multiply beyond human limits, and the host gains a regenerative capability that borders on immortality. Wesker envisions a new world ruled by this chosen elite, with the weak purged from existence. His arrogance blinds him to the chaos he unleashes. Uroboros is unstable, aggressive, and once freed into the environment, nearly impossible to contain. In the end, Wesker believes Uroboros will reshape humanity itself. He's right, if by humanity you mean whatever survives the purge. The Cvirus is a grotesque hybrid born from the unholy union of the Gvirus and the T-Veronica virus. Developed by the brilliant but unstable Carla Radames, it was designed to create adaptable bioweapons capable of operating in any environment. The result is a strain with terrifying versatility. In humans, the Cvirus can trigger two primary transformations. The first is the Giavo, humanoid creatures that retain basic intelligence but can mutate specific body parts in response to injury, sprouting wings, hardened armor, or oversized weapon limbs. The second path is total monsterization, producing hulking BOWs that barely resemble their original form. The virus also infects animals, creating colossal insect-based horrors straight out of a nightmare. Its outbreak in Lanxiang demonstrates just how quickly a city can collapse under its influence, with entire districts overrun in hours. But the Cvirus's deadliest trait is its adaptability. It reacts to the host's damage and environment in real time, ensuring no two encounters are the same. In the wrong hands, it's the perfect chaos engine, and in Carla's hands, chaos is the point. Las Plagas isn't a virus at all. It's an ancient parasitic organism buried beneath rural Spain for centuries. When the cult Los Iluminados, led by Osmond Sadler, uncovers it, they see more than a relic. They see a weapon. Unlike viral infections, Las Plagas bonds directly with its host nervous system, granting Sadler's followers total control over the infected. Victims retain their physical capabilities, and in many cases, even enhance them, but their minds become extensions of the parasite's will. The transformation is subtle at first, slight changes in behavior, a chilling calm, but as the parasite matures, it alters the host body into something alien. Jaws split open to reveal tendrils, limbs elongate into whip-like appendages, and in advanced cases, the creature bursts free of its human shell entirely. Control is absolute. Disobedience is impossible. In the hands of the Los Iluminados, entire villages fall under collective control without a single shot fired. But the real horror is that Las Plagas doesn't just turn people into slaves, it makes them willing. Type 2. Plagas is the streamlined, weaponized evolution of the original parasite. Created to solve the implantation problem, it no longer requires complex surgery to bond with the host. Instead, the larva can be introduced through simple ingestion or injection, latching onto the spinal cord within minutes. The speed of transformation is its greatest advantage. Victims can go from healthy civilians to fully controlled combatants in less than an hour. Like its predecessor, Type 2 grants enhanced strength, resilience, and obedience to whoever controls the parasite's command signal. But the rushed development comes at a cost. It's less stable, prone to erratic mutations, and occasionally kills the host outright. Black market dealers and rogue paramilitary groups favor Type 2 for rapid battlefield control, turning enemy forces into loyal weapons in the middle of a fight. In the wrong hands, it's a tool for instant regime change. In the right hands, well, there are no right hands for this thing. The T-Phobos virus is a cruel experiment in psychological warfare designed to weaponize fear itself. Created under the guidance of Alex Wesker, it merges progenitor-based bioengineering with a unique activation trigger, the host's emotional state. When injected, the virus remains dormant as long as the host's stress levels stay low. But the moment fear spikes past a certain threshold, the virus ignites, flooding the body with uncontrollable mutations. Skin ruptures, bones distort, and the victim becomes an aggressive, mindless predator within seconds. This selective mechanism allows its creators to filter survivors by mental fortitude. Those who resist panic remain unchanged, while the rest are violently removed from the experiment. Alex uses the T-Phobos virus during her sadistic trials on a remote Russian island, forcing captives into deadly situations to provoke their transformation. For her, it's not just a test of the virus. It's a test of the human spirit under absolute terror. In the end, with T-Phobos, you don't just fear the monster, you fear becoming it. Beneath the quiet village in Eastern Europe lies the megamycete, a massive fungal superorganism that blurs the line between biology and memory itself. Discovered and worshipped by Mother Miranda, it possesses an ability no virus can match. It can store, replicate, and transfer the consciousness of any being it absorbs. Those infected with the mold, the megamycete's spore-based extension, experience radical cellular change. Flesh becomes pale and rubbery, organs resist decay, and the nervous system rewires under the fungus's control. The result is a staggering variety of mutants, feral lichens, animate dolls, grotesque giants, and even human replicas with implanted memories of the dead. For Miranda, this is a path to resurrection. Her obsession is to bring back her lost daughter by finding the perfect host body shaped through mold infection. But the megamycete is more than a grieving mother's tool. It's a hive mind with its own alien logic, quietly expanding beneath the earth. In Resident Evil Village, its reach consumes not just bodies, but the very identities of its victims. The NE-α Parasite is Umbrella Europe's answer to the ultimate flaw in its tyrant program, lack of intelligence. By implanting this engineered parasite into a tyrant's body, Umbrella creates a monster that can think, strategize, and use weapons with lethal precision. The most infamous result is the Nemesis T-type, unleashed during the Raccoon City outbreak. Standing over 7 feet tall, Nemesis is a relentless hunter, programmed with a singular mission: eliminate STRS members. The parasite doesn't just boost intelligence, it also enhances regenerative capabilities and allows the host to adapt to battlefield damage. Injuries that would incapacitate other BOWs only make Nemesis more dangerous, triggering grotesque new mutations mid-combat. Its signature tentacle-like appendages, sprouting from the parasite's growth within, can impale or infect victims with the T-Virus, multiplying the threat. For the survivors of Raccoon City, Nemesis wasn't just a monster, it was an unstoppable shadow, always one step behind, no matter how far they ran. In the lore of Resident Evil, NE-α proves that sometimes the smartest monsters are the deadliest. What if every Resident Evil virus was unleashed at once? Chaos, mutation, and extinction, who would survive? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the darkest corners of Resident Evil.